In Look East tonight, 45 years on, pirate radio returns to the airwaves. Hello and welcome to Look East, live from Harwich. We're aboard the LV-18, ready for a weekend of live broadcasting. Hello and welcome to what was until a few seconds ago a pleasant evening in the port of Harwich. It's just becoming a little cloudy now. We're here because 45 years ago radio in this country changed out of all recognitions. The pirates started broadcasting from off our coast. That led to Radio 1 and all of the other things which happened in radio in this country. We're here to mark it because there's pirate radio broadcasting from this ship over this weekend. We'll tell you more about that later in the programme. We've got some special guests as well. Let me just give you a clue about one of them.
Pizza go, go! Emperor Roscoe! Pirate BBC Essex! Q Stewart.
Yep, the Emperor Roscoe is with us a little later in the programme. Now, when I arrived here this evening, got out of the car, a young boy called Daniel came running over to me and said, "Can I shake your hand? You are a broadcasting legend," which pleased me for a little while. Now, this is a broadcasting
you're
legend.
too kind, Stu. Hey, Casaboo, happy to be here with you. Are we going to be doing something a bit later on?
We are.
All right, have mercy. We're going to make your liver quiver and your back crack. We'll put a little cut in your stride, little pride in your stride. I'll bring some sun and put it on your bun.
That's
hey, we're having fun. Have mercy.
That's after the news from your part of the region. Hello, welcome back to Harwich. We've come up to the radio studio because there's going to be broadcasting here all weekend starting at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, and they have the very best in the business to do it. Dave Cash, of course, you're on Big L.
Oh, yes.
And the Emperor Roscoe. Now, all these years later, did you expect to be doing this sort of thing still?
Do you know, I thought it would disappear myself, but I'm so happy it's back. You know, Richard Curtis has brought back the spirit of the 60s, and that was the best time of our lives, really, because we ruled the waves.
This is the film Rock the Boat, which is in cinemas now. How real is it, Dave?
To what actually happened?
Yeah.
It's not real at all. But it captures the spirit, as Roscoe says, and it really does. And the soundtrack is brilliant. But the actual story of the pirates is very cynical, very, very sinister, rather.
Yeah.
And I think that that's going to take a different type of filmmaker. Quentin Tarantino might do a good
Now,
job.
the thing that made me interested in it was, apart from all the music and everything else that went on, it looked as though life could be quite dull when you were out there because you were killing time the whole time.
I found personally that I dedicated my time to my service on air, and I needed every minute to do that because we were in the production studio, filching jingles from other stations and doing little production bits and listening what they're doing on Big L's. Are they doing something that we should know about? And you really you spend your time in the production room doing stuff to reading fan mail. The fans were so dedicated, you had to answer every one of them.
So who's on first this weekend? 6 o'clock tomorrow morning?
I'll check.
Not you.
No, I'm on. No.
You're not.
11 o'clock, mate. 11 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Yeah. Who's on first? Right. Okay.
You can hear all sorts of radio stars here over the weekend on BBC Essex. Enjoy the weekend.
Thank you.
Plenty of bobbing around.
We're going to flip and fly. Going to make it go. The Cash Band is here.
What we're going to do now is to look back at the history of pirate radio and the film with Mike Liggins.
In 1964, Radio Caroline and a young Keith Skews. 45 years on, Cardboard Shoe still has the original jingles from Caroline and Radio London and a lifetime of memories.
Records tended to jump around on the turntable. You had to put either a 2-shilling piece or a half-crown, as it was in the pre-decimal days, on top of the cartridge, which would stop it jumping with the C's.
I'll be there.
here's the simple situation. The authorities already dislike us. If you do this, they will hate us, and by hook or by crook, they'll find a way to close us down.
They can't close us down. We're pirates. That's why we're sitting out here.
Starring Philip Seymour Hoffman, Bill Nighy and Rhys Ifans, The Boat That Rocked is based loosely on the real pirates and their madcap adventures at sea.
Unlike nowadays where you're thrown into it at the deep end, we did have a chance to really mess things up for about 3 years and then join the BBC.
By all accounts, the film is great fun, but of course, the real pirates had the real fun. They were new and different, and even after all these years, they are still the subject of much fascination. Mike Liggins, BBC Look East.
Steve Scruton is from BBC Essex. He's running all this. He just looked at me and said there's no heating on the boat.
It's going to be cold.
So what time do you start broadcasting? How long do you broadcast?
We broadcast from 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, and we go right through until Easter Monday, 6 p.m, 24 hours a day.
OK. And it's on the web as well, isn't it?
It is. Medium wave, 765 729 1530, and across the world, bbc.co.uk/.
Because you've got moving pictures you can follow.
For the first time, we've got moving video right on the presenters. We'll take you right back to the 60s.
Good man. Have a good weekend, won't you? I hope it's not too cold. Look at all these people who've turned up to watch us. I think it's because of you. Emperor Roscoe likes this jacket.
He does.
Have a great Easter. Good night.
Bye-bye.